What if I told you that eating certain foods, or even eating them the wrong way, could actually get you arrested in America? I know, some of these laws sound completely fake, but trust me, they're real. From weird rules about fried chicken to strange laws about apple pie. Today, we're diving into 5 foods that could get you in serious trouble in the United States. You won't believe some of these are actual laws. So stick around to see just how bizarre American food regulations can get. Let's kick things off in the great state of Georgia, a place famous for its southern hospitality and, of course, its delicious fried chicken. But here's the catch: in Gainesville, Georgia, there's a city ordinance that makes it illegal to eat fried chicken with anything other than your hands. That's right, using a fork and knife is a big no-no. This law was actually passed back in 1961 as a publicity stunt to promote Gainesville as the poultry capital of the world. While it's mostly a quirky, fun law today, it's still technically on the books. In 2009, a tourist was humorously arrested for violating this ordinance. The police chief himself stepped in, told her it was illegal to eat fried chicken with a fork, and made her finish her meal with her hands. It just goes to show, when you're in Georgia, you better be ready to get your hands dirty and enjoy that fried chicken the way it was meant to be eaten. So, put that fork down and eat like a true local. Next up, we're heading to Wisconsin, a state that proudly calls itself America's Dairyland. So, it should come as no surprise that they take their cheese very, very seriously. So seriously, in fact, that they have a law involving apple pie. An old, and somewhat debated, state law supposedly requires that apple pie served in public restaurants must be accompanied by a slice of cheese. While the enforcement of this is practically non-existent today, it stems from a time when Wisconsin's dairy industry was heavily promoted. The idea was to support local cheese producers by making it a staple alongside the classic American dessert. You might think apple pie and cheese is a weird combination, but for many Wisconsinites, a slice of sharp cheddar on top of a warm apple pie is the only way to eat it. It's a tradition that reflects the state's deep agricultural roots. So, if you ever find yourself in a Wisconsin diner and order apple pie, don't be surprised if it comes with a cheesy companion. It's not just a suggestion, it's practically the law. Now, let's talk about a law that seems like it should be common sense, but apparently, it needed to be written down. We're going to Chicago, Illinois. There's an old city ordinance that made it illegal to eat in a place that is on fire. You heard that correctly. You cannot stand around and have a snack while a building is burning down. This law sounds absolutely absurd, but it likely originated from a time when public safety regulations were just beginning to be established. Imagine the scene. Firefighters are trying to battle a massive blaze, and someone is just casually munching on a sandwich nearby, getting in the way. It's a situation that's not only dangerous for the person eating but also for the emergency responders. While this law is no longer actively enforced, it serves as a hilarious reminder that sometimes, the most obvious rules need to be spelled out. So, if you're ever in Chicago and you see a fire, please, just evacuate. Your meal can wait. Don't be the reason they have to bring this law back. From the city to the coast, our next stop is Maine, a state renowned for its incredible lobster. Lobster is a cornerstone of Maine's economy and culture, so it's no wonder they have specific laws to protect it. But this law isn't about how you catch them. It's about how you cook them. Maine has a law that makes it illegal to boil a lobster while it's still alive. This is part of a broader animal welfare measure that recognizes lobsters as sentient beings capable of feeling pain. The law requires that lobsters be killed humanely before they are cooked. This can be done by stunning them or using a special tool to quickly sever their nerve cords. This regulation sparked a lot of debate among chefs, scientists, and animal rights activists. It highlights a growing awareness of animal welfare, even for crustaceans. So, if you plan on having a traditional Maine lobster bake, make sure you're following the rules. In Maine, even seafood has legal rights, and they take them very seriously. And for our final, and perhaps weirdest law, we travel down to Alabama. Picture this: you've just bought a delicious ice cream cone on a hot day. Where do you put it? Hopefully not in your back pocket, because in Alabama, that used to be illegal. This bizarre law wasn't about preventing a sticky mess or ruining your pants. It had a much stranger origin: horse theft. Back in the day, horse thieves would supposedly put an ice cream cone in their back pocket to lure a horse away from its owner without technically stealing it in the traditional sense. The horse would simply follow the person with the sweet treat. The law was created to close this strange loophole and make it harder for thieves to get away with their crime. While you're highly unlikely to get arrested for this today, It's a fascinating piece of legal history that shows how creative lawmakers had to be to outsmart criminals. It's a perfect example of how some of the most unusual laws have surprisingly practical, albeit very strange, origins. So there you have it, 5 of the strangest food laws you can find across America. From hands-only fried chicken in Georgia to a ban on pocketed ice cream in Alabama. The U.S. has some truly bizarre regulations on the books. These laws give us a quirky glimpse into the history, culture, and priorities of different states. Which one of these laws shocked you the most? I'd love to hear your thoughts, so let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed learning about these weird and wonderful rules, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more unbelievable stories from all over the world. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.